Hello, good evening. Hello, Leonardo.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
How are you today?
Hi, teacher. Good, good. Busy. How's everything?
Very good. Busy as well.
Did you receive my thank God you answered quick. Did you receive my lesson plan, which was late, and my excuse at the bottom? Did you see it, or you haven't checked it?
Where?
I uploaded it yesterday because they only allowed me to upload a document. So what I did is I uploaded the what you call this, the lesson plan, and at the bottom, at the third, fourth page, I put a little note to you and with the link of the video.
Okay. I haven't checked the videos because
Okay,
we have
okay,
the deadline was yesterday, but I'm going to check that then tomorrow.
okay. All right, thanks. I just wanted to know that.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know about that.
No, thanks.
Okay. Let me see.
How you doing?
Yeah, Belisario, I cannot listen very well. Maybe your volume, the microphone is too low.
Probably. Good
Yeah,
evening,
no,
sir. How you
it is
doing?
better now. It is better now.
Okay, thanks for telling
Uh,
me.
so today we are going to have a men class, just men in my class.
Teacher, let me ask you a question. Juan David was asking, when is the auto evaluation going to be available?
Sorry?
La autoevaluación, when is it going to be available?
Now. Thank you for
Okay,
asking.
thanks.
it
Thank
is
you.
it is now
No,
open.
Juan David was the one that asked,
No,
not me.
anyway, no, yeah, don't worry. But anyway, this it was for that because
Okay, thanks.
we have to you have to fulfill the self-evaluation form because today we are going to have
Yes.
the last class, and it is important for me to have like the evaluation of everything, right?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So actually it is open. Okay, I was waiting for more people to tell, but maybe at the end of the class I'm going to repeat. You have to send me that form. It is better that you send it, that you upload it right now. Okay, it is going to be important for me to do that.
And teacher, where is it?
It is in the evaluation. Let me see. Let me show you.
An assessment.
Assessment?
I'm going to share here. Yes, in assessment. It is in the same place. Here in
Oh yeah,
assessment.
I see it now.
Yeah. Okay. So please download the form, the format, and upload it in here. Yeah. You can do it right now. I'm going to give you
Okay,
5 minutes. No, sorry. Take your time. Take your time. It's a self-evaluation, self-reflection, right? So we can do it right now, and then we can start discussing about other things, right?
okay.
Well, teacher, I think that will take longer because my computer is really slow.
Don't worry, Sebastian. Don't worry. You can take your time. Anyway, if you cannot do it today, don't worry. You can do it tomorrow. But anyhow, I need it for this week because I'm going to upload the grades. I want to upload those grades on Wednesday or Thursday because you need to check the grades. Okay?
Okay, teacher. So I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay, if you want. But please don't forget. Another thing that I want you to do meanwhile also is to explore your grades on the platform. Have you explored your grades on the platform?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes?
sir, I have.
Is there something missing or is everything okay? So far, I mean, because the missing thing must be only the third video and that's it.
So there's no reflection for this week, teacher.
No, man, because we cannot. Actually, it is not in the plan. In the plan we only have to work until the third class, and the reflection is going to be live. It means
Okay.
now. Okay, right. So I'm waiting for the rest to finish. But as I am telling you, what I want to do today is that you start reflecting upon the thing, not only the classes, but the process of the teaching practicum this semester. Okay, during these nights of having teaching practicum, just what had happened. If nothing had happened, sorry, why? Right? But I would like to listen to you sharing these experiences in a moment. Okay?
Teacher, this is Jairo. Can I?
Yes, it's Jairo.
The
I,
thing
I, I,
is,
I recognize your voice.
okay. I was checking the submission for the self-evaluation form, and it happens to be that it was due on Monday, January the 14th.
Ah,
So
okay.
it says that the assignment is overdue by 146 days.
Which one? The self-assessment?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I didn't edit the date. Sorry. I'm going to do it right now.
Thank you.
I don't need this. I don't need this. Yeah, done. Thank you for telling me. Okay, done.
It's
You can enter.
Yes, sir. Yes, now it's working perfectly. Thank you.
Okay. Ready? Hello, Luz Elena. Alejandra. We are sorry. We are doing the self-evaluation. So you have to download the file of the self-evaluation and then upload the file in the corresponding link, please. Okay, as some of you have finished, could you please share something about the question that I asked you? I'm going to repeat. Taking into account the process of this teaching practicum that we have endeavored during this semester, what kind of learnings or what kind of reflection can you say that or can you do about your process, your own process? I mean, what have you learned or what have you discovered or what things do you think must continue being the same? Okay, I would like you to start sharing with us. Okay, yes. Who wants to start?
Can I start, teacher?
Of course, Hyde.
Okay, so what I would have to say is, well, it's been quite a long time. I haven't actually taught a a lesson. I mean, I haven't been assigned to teaching a lesson for about 4 years. I've been in and out. I mean, making maybe a replacement here, a replacement there, and when you think about it, uh, it seems to be one of those skills that you lose. You know, it's like when you're teaching, there's a set of skills, time management. What I found myself really lacking was how to manage time. In a 40-minute lesson, and actually I realized that a 40-minute lesson, it could be much time or it could actually be not much time at all. So one of the things that I found was I remember that in 40 minutes, I was able to do, let's say, any number of activities between 3 and 5, and then just time wasn't enough. Um, so I had to reflect on that a lot. And the second thing is, um, one of the feedback you gave me personally, and one of the things that I needed to reflect on was how to make the objectives of a class more communicative, how to present it to students in such a way that from the from the design of a class, students could actually have more communication, more connection with each other, more interactions, and at the end of a lesson, being able to compare. So what has changed is time most necessarily is one of the aspects that you really have to pay attention to during your lesson, because time, I mean, it flies and it flies away. And the second thing is to remember that you're not there to reflect on your teaching, but more or better on the learning of the students. That's what I have to say about it.
Okay, Jairo, thank you very much. And I agree with you. I mean, we have to pay attention to the learning process of our students. And also, I want to tell you that I recognize that most of you have a lot of experience, and I didn't want to like to be, I don't know, like to impose my way of seeing things, right? So this dialogue could be I try to manage this aspect, like dialoguing with you and try to make agreements. Just try to understand your way of teaching because most of you have a lot of experience teaching, and it is very complicated to say you have to do this way or you have to do this other way, right? So because there is not a right way to do things, it's just the way we have to, right? So thank you very much for what you are sharing,
And
Jairo.
I'd like to add something else, teacher, if you may, if I may.
Go ahead.
Um, my feeling was, as I said before, it's been quite a long time not being responsible for a complete course, but rather coming in and out to fill in for a teacher or something like that. But it was interesting to see and realize that uh, the last time that I actually taught for a 3 month period was mathematics. And if I go back in time, what I've been teaching lately is mathematics. And it's a completely different story. What I'm trying to say is, yes, in the end, when you're teaching English as English language arts, it's all about communication. I understand that there should be transactions. I mean, moments for students to work in pairs and in small groups and so on. But when it comes down to be mathematics, for instance, it's not like the main objective. Whereas when teaching language in English, that's what the class should be all about. So I guess when I was designing the lessons, I thought I had it cleared up. I mean, all figured out. But then when you go into the classroom, you feel this compelling need to be talking to your students. Sometimes it's difficult for you to step aside and let them take control in the sense of communication in the classroom.
Mhm. You are right, and I understand better your background right now that you are telling me that you used to teach mathematics, right? However, you are going to have another semester next semester, and in which uh, you are going to try to do that again. I mean, I am not meaning that I'm not saying that you did things wrong, but you are going to continue working on this teaching practical.
I wanted to ask you a question, teacher. Can we change the grade level?
Yeah, of course, you can. Actually, I think that you are going to continue with another teacher, not with me.
Oh, I
Right.
see.
Yes, because I was assigned to teaching practical one again, but I am sure that can continue with the next with another level.
Because I was thinking that maybe if I go to elementary, the thing is, at one given time and point, I felt that the topics that I was teaching really, I mean, my students somehow, it didn't take too much teaching, I mean, they just went with it. So I
Yeah,
guess if I go to elementary or lower grades, it will pose a challenge.
yeah, because you are going to have more changes of showing them and try to teach them different things. Yes, because your students were very advanced actually. Yeah.
Yes, and they're in seventh grade. And then for example, when I was teaching third conditional or actually a causative forms, the very second that I introduced it, they just went with it. So I couldn't do much.
Yes. Okay. Yes, Jairo, I agree with you. Okay. So does any other person wants to share about the trajectory of this semester?
I'll go.
Can I speak, teacher?
Oh, okay. So let's assign turns. Leonardo first, Luz Elena second, and then Lisette. Okay.
Fine. Thank you. What I found interesting was, well, I've been teaching for a while now, and when you record your class and when you look at it again to make the reflection, uh, you realize that you make certain mistakes or you do certain things that you should try to change. For example, having the students speak more than the teacher. That I found refreshing. I found the nice of this class because I was able to reflect on it and try to modify where the students are actually the ones that are doing most of the talking and learning. That I like. And it's always good to think and have somebody else from the outside observe you and give you feedback on your classes. And that way you don't feel that it's personal, it's somebody that doesn't know me. So that part I like as well. Hello?
Hello,
That's it,
Leonardo.
teacher. Yeah. Did you
Yeah,
hear me? Yeah. Okay,
but
thanks.
there was like a sound before
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. It was my daughter's. My daughter was playing with the iPad right next to me.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was like, what?
Okay, yes. And as I told, I was telling you, yes, I know that you have had a lot of experience, and it is very strange. Yes, I know, and I can recognize when somebody is saying something about your own class, right? But for that reason, one of the exercises in my class is you to go to the video and try to reflect upon your own practice and try to watch at yourself and try to look for. And as you said, Leonardo, you are going to find things, some things at least, that you can improve. If you are good, if you are doing good things, you even can have the chance of improving those things. Okay.
Yep. Yes. Thank you.
That's a very good alternative. And remember, something that Jairo told us at the beginning is that we are not used to reflecting upon our teaching practicum. So we
Yes.
have to do it more constantly. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Thank you, Leonardo. Luz Elena, open the microphone, Luz Elena.
Can
Yeah.
you hear me now, teacher?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening.
Well, I have to say that for me, it has been a little bit difficult because I haven't been a presential teacher before. So one of the things I have learned is how to plan the classes and the positive effects of planning. Because if you follow your planning, you can probably reach the goals of a class. Not all of them, but most of them. And from my reflection, I know I need to practice more about teaching grammar in a context, like this is the verb to be or the verb to have, etc. And also, I know I have to give more time to the students to develop the activities. And one of the things has been difficult for me because my practice is like English for a purpose, because this is they want a lot of medical vocabulary, so I have to plan my classes very well in advance to be able to do it. But at the end, for me, it's very rewarding that when the students, my 3 students, say, "Thank you, teacher, it was a very good class." That's my reflection, teacher.
Yes, and I am sure that it is very rewarding, yes, because we always wait not for being like the best teacher, but to have our students learning something, right? That they have to learn something. So it is very important for us as a teacher. So congratulations as well, Lucelena. I know that it was a challenge for you because as you told us, it is the first time you have face-to-face students, and it is complicated to have them in front of you, right? Very good. Thank you very much, Lucelena. So let's continue with
Thank you,
Lisette.
teacher.
Okay, let's continue with Lisette.
Okay, teacher, I think it was a wonderful experience. Like to be able, because I had never done that, class
Lisette, sorry,
like
Lisette.
often.
Sorry.
You cannot hear me?
I could hear you, but very far. Could you please speak a little closer to your computer?
Okay. No, that it was a wonderful experience. Like being able to see your own classes, because I had never done this exercise. So you could see like what you did wrong, what you could have improved. And also, well, I want to thank you for all your advice and everything you have helped us, and like what we can improve in our classes. So it was a really good experience. So thank you, teacher, for everything.
Okay, Lisette, very good. Thank you very much. Is as Lucinda said, is rewarding for me too. Okay, so does anybody want to share? Belisario.
Yes, sir. It was really, really interesting to me because I have learned a lot, especially about communicative approach. that is now is like a good option to teach English, or one of the best options to teach English. And um, yeah, it's really important, like, because for example, when we are like in training classes or something, uh, another teacher can teach us this, but the most important is that in this case we needed to put it in practice, and it's totally different. Like when we are taught, we have to put it in practice. It's totally different. So in this case, was really interesting because it's something new, something interesting. We as teachers need to put in practice. In my case with the kids, it was like um, a challenge. Remember that I told you at the beginning, like I will try my best, because sometimes that's why I say that is really important, because we teachers don't use this approach so much, and it was interesting and great to use it even with kids, because sometimes, like you say, we think, or I think, oh, they are little kids and they don't have much vocabulary or something like this. So I learned a lot.
Yes, yes, and it is something that we have to start like detaching. I mean, we have to start stopping thinking that little kids cannot do some things. We cannot assume what they can do, and it is very good. And I could see the results in your classes, Belisario. Your kids were very active. They are very intelligent, and you were very clever using the strategies that you use and organizing the time in the way that you did. Okay, so it was a very good labor as well. So your challenge, you can say that it is a challenge. It is still a challenge, but little by little, I'm talking about in general, you are going to succeed. Yeah, with the main purpose that it is having our students talking in English. Okay, like right, Belisario, thank you very much. So let's listen to Sebastian. He has raised his hand.
Yes. Well, teacher, in my opinion, I think it was a little bit comfortable for me because I've had some experience teaching. Anyways, it's something that you never stop learning. You never stop learning from your students. They're the best teachers you can have, even sometimes better than yourself. um, in my case, I had many difficulties with technology in terms of a camera that was using to record the classes. Sometimes it didn't work. Sometimes I couldn't take any camera to class to record it. So it was more I think of administration or managing the resources to record classes, and also the technology that was used in class was not the optimal thing, because I did a very short listening exercises or activities with students, but I think they were appropriate for their level of English. And I considered that I discovered some skills or some abilities, some advantages that I have in teaching it, as well as some difficulties that I've been repeating in almost every class. For example, the time management. For me, it's a little bit difficult. Sometimes I run really fast out of time. So it's time for me to learn more about the students' needs. Sometimes I have students who speak more or speak less, so it's up to me to get to know them, and that will help me know how to plan my activities. Because something different is how to plan your classes, and something else is how you carry them out, uh, basing on your knowledge of your students, because sometimes they speak a lot and you need them to speak more. And if you don't know that, the activity is not going to be enough, or the time is not going to be enough for you. So I think that's something that I've been learning in this process, and it's been really helpful, very insightful, and I think it's great.
Okay, this is Sebastian, and especially because your group was very, let's say, diverse. Yeah, you have young people, you have a no, not all the people, but grown-ups, let's say. So you have like a mixture there, and it was good because sometimes the group was good, big, sometimes it was not that big, but anyway, you did a very good job as well. Okay, and I know that it is a process, especially because I don't know if it is the first time that you have studied something related to this, but I know that it is not the first time that you're teaching, but as you recognize those weaknesses in yourself or those strengths in yourself, you are going to become more aware also on the needs of your students, right? Thank you very much, Sebastian. So let's
Okay,
listen.
thank you, teacher.
Okay, Sebastian. So, let's listen to Alejandra.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Alejandra.
Teacher, I think that my progress has been very good in this class, in this practice, with some mistakes, but from those mistakes, I think I have learned. I think that I understand better the role of an English teacher. Every time I like more for the methodologies and tools that can be used with children, and especially for the different types of communication, because this communication can be generate more affects or more time um, of teaching with my students. For me, it was a challenge because I've been a teacher for 8 or 9 years, but only practicing Spanish in my classes. Um, all days with my children, um, they they always ask me if they have only a social class or social English class, because the social English class was enjoying for they, and it was a good experience.
Okay, because you mix, yes, your experience is different because I don't know if you know that Alejandra is not teaching English, she's teaching another thing, but she asked
Uh-huh.
for permission to deliver the classes in English, right?
Yes.
So it was a very interesting exercise for her as well. And I think that the students, and you can see that your students wanted you to continue working in English, you know? So it means that they enjoy that. Okay, pay attention to, sorry, pay attention to Sebastian, sorry, so to Juan David, sorry. He says, I am more aware of some mistakes I made. Depending on my students, my classes are different. But with the group that I recorded the class, they are very focused on linguistics and I still find it difficult to take them to the more pragmatic and communicative topics, since they are clear about what they want to reinforce or practice. Maybe next semester I will record classes with children, 3 children. Yes, you are right. And especially because you were working with adults, right? And adults who have they have certain level and they recognize that structuralist aspect of language because they were taught like that way and they claim for that way. Yeah, because when we are adults, we are more structured than when we are children. So maybe next semester, if you choose 3 children, it is going to be a very good exercise as well. Okay, very nice. Let me see. Okay, very good. Um, I don't know who else. No more. No one else. So we have Carlos and we have Mayra. Okay. Meanwhile, remember, people, everybody, today, at last, I mean, we have until tomorrow. But if you can today, please upload the self-evaluation. Okay? Give me a second, Carlos. You can speak in a moment. Eh, please fill in the self-evaluation. I am going to check the videos that you uploaded tomorrow. So, or today and tomorrow. I'm going to start today. Yes? So please, uh, by Wednesday, you can check. I'm going to send you the final grade of this subject. Also, you can check your grades. I'm going to send you the final grade. Okay? And you have to confirm if you agree or don't agree. If you don't agree, give me the reason. I'm going to check and I'm going to tell you if I agree with your disagreement or not. Okay? Okay, so let's continue with Carlos.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
Hello, Carlos.
Teacher, no, I just wanted to thank you for everything, teacher. I can tell you that this semester was I think it was the best one that I ever had, teacher, because I can apply many different skills, and I learned a lot from you. And I don't know, I started seeing that teaching English is not as stressful as I usually saw it before. And now I am understanding, yes, that there are the techniques and methodologies that I can use so that I can show this language, yes, in a better way. Now my students, yes, feel more comfortable learning the language, and they can say during the week that they are very happy attending to these classes. And never happened to me because I usually well, I used to give English classes, but in a traditional way, they and it was and they were really boring. So now I'm very happy, and I know that I had to give a lot, and I had to keep on learning a lot of things. But now I think that I can feel more comfortable, secure, and happy doing all in this process, teacher. Thank you very much.
Okay, Carlos, thank you for sharing as well. I don't know if you know, but Carlos had the most unusual place for giving a class. However, it was not like an obstacle for him to be creative and to have his students engage. Okay, he gave his classes in his workplace, right? But later on, you are going to notice what his workplace was. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, anyone else? Okay, guys. So I don't know if you have any question because this is the end of the class. I am very happy with you as a group because you did a very good job. You tried to do your best, and I could see that. I want to thank you also for being patient. I want to invite you to continue working on your teaching, reflecting, reading about your teaching. Next semester, you're going to read a little bit more than this semester in this class because this semester is very short, but the next semester you are going to have more time. I'm going to invite you to read some of my articles also because they are related to teaching practicum. Yeah, you can find my articles in How Journal, that it is the magazine, the journal from Asocopy. So, January last year, I published an article related to teaching practicum, but face to face. Okay, face to face. Very soon, I'm going to write another one about this experience of teaching practicum virtually, but maybe next year. Okay, uh, and that's it. Invite you to continue getting involved with the academics, but also with the field of uh, teaching, researching, and those kind of things. Okay. So thank you very much, people, for attending tonight.
Thank you for you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Teacher, thank you so very much. Thank you.
Okay.
Teacher.
Maybe we can meet in the future in another thing. Maybe.
Yes.
No. Maybe.
All
Right.
right. We'll be seeing you. Thank you.
See you soon. See you soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye. Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye.
Teacher,
Yes.
can I talk to you like in private, please?
But if it is in
Thank you.
private, what do you mean? Okay. So if it is in private, you have to wait.
Wait a moment.
I'll wait, no problem.
Wait a moment.
It doesn't mean, Alejandra, that you have to go out, okay? But goodbye.
I know, but I'll wait.
Thank you very much. Yes, and Lisette. All right.